All right, well, hello everyone, and welcome to DPA 8420. My name is Dr. Powell, and I'll be your instructor for this course. A little bit about me, and then we'll talk a little bit about the syllabus and try and make this as brief as possible. But I'd just like to provide a welcome video just so you can kind of put a face with the name and have a little bit of familiarity with the course and myself and the syllabus before you get started. So this is a public policy analysis course, and so our primary focus in this course is to prepare you with the tools that you need in order to analyze policies from an empirically sound basis. As you'll see in the course description, I won't read through every word of it with you, but our goal is to provide you with that tools kit so that you're able to follow a policy through its entire process, all the way from agenda setting and how issues get onto a formalized institutional agenda, policy advocacy, process management, implementation, ethics, diversity, equity, the analysis of the policy itself. So really all the major salient elements of being able to identify an issue, develop a policy to address that issue, and then properly implement that policy. We do take a very stepwise type of approach in that we will build, each week builds upon the preceding week. And so one of the first things that you'll do in this course is you will select a policy area that you will use as the basis for all the deliverables that you'll be producing in the course. All the deliverables are built in what we call a scaffolding manner, in that each next deliverable builds upon the previous deliverable, and then hopefully once you put everything together, you'll see that you have done a relatively thorough policy analysis brief for the course. We have several core competencies that we are going to be focusing on in the course. Number one, to be able to analyze a public problem through a policy perspective, to apply a public policy analysis theoretical framework to a public problem, evaluating policy alternatives for that particular topic, apply tools, techniques, and methods of policy analysis, the ability to develop recommendations based upon the findings of your policy analysis, and to be able to, most importantly, communicate your findings, and to communicate your findings to your intended audience. And we'll spend some time in this course talking about the different ways in which you can present your policy analysis findings depending upon the audience that you are dealing with, because different audiences will have different needs in terms of consuming the results of your policy analysis. In terms of the assignments that you're going to be doing, you're very familiar in your Capella courses with doing discussion board assignments, and so you'll have those in this course as well. The university requires instructors evaluate at least 4 discussion board assignments throughout the term. I will, every week that we have a discussion board assignment, I will evaluate that discussion board assignment. Now, if you happen to have 2 assignments, 2 discussion board posts in 1 week, I will randomly select one of those 2 and then use that as the basis for grading. But you're probably very familiar with how discussion participation grading works in your Capella courses you've had in the past. In terms of your deliverables, our goal here is at the end of the term that you will have prepared a policy analysis brief. And so you'll be doing that with a variety of different assignments. And again, this is scaffolding, so each assignment builds upon the previous assignment. So in week 5, for instance, you have your introduction, background, and theory framework, where you will present the policy topic that you're going to be dealing with, background on that topic. It's very important early on in this course that you think about what policy topic you choose that you would like to use, because that's the policy topic that will follow through with each one of those deliverables. Then in week 7, you'll see that you have a paper in which you will be actually applying the techniques and the methods that you have learned in this course to the analysis of that policy topic. In week 9, you start pulling things together into what we call your policy analysis brief. And then in week 10, you'll prepare a presentation of that policy analysis brief that you have submitted in week number 9. It's very important, as you know, as you work on these deliverables, that you visit the rubric and make sure that you review the rubric before you construct your papers, to make sure that all the main elements that are required in the rubric are then properly represented in your papers. You're familiar with the grading scale, as that's common throughout all of our Capella courses. In terms of your required textbooks, you have 2 of them. They're both very important, but the first one there, the Craft and Furlong book, The Craft and Furlong book is a staple textbook in most policy analysis courses, at least at the master's and doctoral level, in the vast majority of public affairs programs across the country. So Craft and Furlong is a seminal, very basic textbook that regardless of where you take a policy analysis course, you're probably going to run into Craft and Furlong. The second book, the Shambaugh and Weinstein book, again, a very good book. It's just the Craft and Furlong tends to be the staple for most policy analysis courses. As you are going through the course and you are working on preparing your policy analysis brief for your chosen policy topic, you will also come along some of these resources that will also be very useful for you. We've included some of those resources here in the syllabus. Again, these are just some basic articles in policy analysis that will be very useful for you as you do your readings throughout the course. They are sprinkled in here and there throughout the course, but also can be very useful as you then prepare your deliverables. And then you can see throughout the syllabus there are some other supplemental sources in there that are also provided for you and under the suggested library resources. Again, there to just kind of help you get started in terms of working on your policy analysis brief. So that's basically the syllabus, and that's the course in a very small nutshell. I just wanted to try and introduce it to you very briefly in this welcome video, and then also introduce myself so that you can put a name with the face. As you review the syllabus and as you review the course shell, if you have any questions all about what we are doing in the course or how we are doing it, please feel free to reach out to me. Email is always the best way to contact me, but I'm always here and happy to answer any questions that you may have. So I look forward to working with everyone, and I hope everyone has a very enjoyable term, and I hope that you get a lot out of this course and that's very practical and it's something that you're able to apply in either your workplace or in your future doctoral studies. So thanks for listening. I look forward to working with everyone.